And greetings. Another session of Student Voice. Today I have the honor to be with Maria Celina, which I love to call her MCMC. What's up? How are you today?
I am great. I've been excited to do this.
And the same here. Very excited to have this chat where we have your opinion, your thoughts, right, together with other students around the world that are really working hand in hand with us to build this new way for students to foster community. And we do it through the vyry world. MC, you have been engaged with vyry really since the beginning, version 00, I would say. Scoping it, mapping it out, then version 01, 02, 03 as we speak right now. And today we have the pleasure of hearing, your thoughts and your contribution on what you think and share it with the world. Do you want to introduce yourself before we kick off things with a series of questions?
Yes, for sure. So I am Maria Celina. I'm Brazilian. I am 20
Go
years
Brazil.
old. Yes, 20 years old for 1 week more. I've been on Digital since it was just, an idea. We didn't have even the name on paper yet. So, yeah, it's been great to see how much it's changed and how much it grew.
And that is a very humbling. I would like to thank you in front of here the entire crowd. Right, you have been truly since the early beginnings. Right, this is a tremendous gesture of honor for us. You have been fundamental in the community, in shaping, in helping, adjusting, and contributing. This is what a true co-conspirator, a true visionary mind is. So thank you so much, MC. Big love. But let's jump right into this, right? The problem that we are solving is that the social isolation for students on campus is a true thing. The most recent study shows that 75%, and this is a study of the end of 2024. We are at the beginning of 2025, right? That people on campus are surrounded by peers, but they feel isolated. They don't feel socializing, right? So, and we're building this thing that is truly a new way of fostering community by empowering to go out there and meet like-minded peers through an activity of building a physical digital dimension, which we have coined as a spatial experience category. Now, back to the question. So social media is what fills today's current void, meaning, okay, I feel isolated, let me go on social media. And I start basically doom scrolling, right? And maybe I have, many friends. How many friends do you have maybe on Instagram, or are you on Instagram, MC? How
Yes.
many friends do you have?
Followers.
Yeah,
I can say followers, but friends, I don't know.
right.
Followers, I have like 500.
All right, so 500, right? So, and then the question is, how do you feel really connected with them, or it's inverted, right? Is this thing of isolation something that you feel is true, right? How does it resonate with you, this social isolation? What can you tell here in the audience?
I do believe I feel isolated because from this, 500 people, I've met some of them when I was, 8 years old. So we just, this is our contact. We just keep in contact, seeing each other's stories and posts. Um, but I believe that besides this, social media makes us compare ourselves more than connect. We try
Mm.
to go to Instagram to make friends, and then we get out of there just wanting to have a new face. Doesn't
Wow,
make sense.
wow. You said
Uh,
something huge. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so you can see that every single comment section there will be some discussion or even a fight about something that is totally irrelevant to the real world. Like, it makes you even imagine when you're reading that comments, because this is a habit of mine. I open a video and then I go straight to the comments, and it makes you even wonder that in the physical world that conversation would never even exist.
Mm.
So you cannot express yourself or show yourself in a real way, which leaves only the theatrical life, to be shown. So when I post on Instagram, I don't post myself as soon as I wake up. I post myself when I have a lot of makeup and different clothes that I wear every single day. So this
Mm.
is not me. This is a me from just Saturday night.
Wow, wow! You mentioned a lot of really great insights to unpack, right? So on one hand, you said it's more a comparison, right? That with others. The second one is you actually are more into discussion that in real life would not even be a thing, right? And you are talking now as a third pillar about authenticity, right? Because it's not the real you, and so therefore it's more of a facade, right? So how much is this thing of comparing yourself continuously, judging in every single swipe, post by post, right? About where do you stand in life, right? And
Mhm.
what are others showing? How does this impact your emotions, your psychic, your feelings? How does this is this adding something to your life, or how do you would yeah, judge it, or how would you describe that?
It does impact like a lot in every single day I live, because like if I see someone in the beach, I want it to be me in the beach. If I see someone that is, I don't know, 10 years older than me and is some manager in a big company, and I say, okay, this could be me. But they have different backgrounds. They have even sometimes more money than I do. They come from different families, different backgrounds, and you don't see that. You only see what people have at the moment, and automatically it makes you wonder, like, what are you doing wrong that you don't have this already?
Oh, okay,
you know
okay. So
it
the
makes sense.
comparison leads you to, it's less of an aspiration, but you're asking yourself about,
Yes,
okay,
what are you doing wrong?
what are you doing wrong? Okay, okay, that is very, very
And the
interesting.
comparison is not even that deep. Sometimes it's just oh, someone is out today, like it's a Saturday night, I'm at home, and someone is out and posting pictures with drinks and friends and stuff, and I say, okay, my friends are also at home. Why aren't we going out? So
So
this is the type. It goes from 800 in a second.
so what let's make the switch into Viri, right? You have been really since the inception of Vyry, part with us, a part of the ideation phase, and now in the version 03 we have a quest on campus, right? What would you say that now Vyry does tactically different that traditional, let's say, existing social medias as a mobile app that we have known the last 25 years? So how would you describe your feelings by using Vyry?
Okay, so the comparison is totally different. You
All
don't
right.
see people, having their stuff. You're just there creating like
All
the
right.
weirdest, coolest stuff. People come and chat with you because they liked what you did.
Okay.
You just created a capybara with a Van sneakers, and it's amazing, and people liked it because oh, it makes sense. So they just come and chat with you because they thought that was they just laughed at it, or they thought that that was a good idea. But you're there out of the bubble, just being your goofy self, and people like you for that. And even better, people who are physically close to you like you.
Okay. Okay. Also, here are a lot of things to unpack. First of all, thank you so much. Your feedback means a lot to us, right? And so you're saying that on so you started out actually saying that's not a comparison, right? Which I humbly agree, right? It's not we are not social media, but we are social. We are actually, in my point of view, truly defining for the very first time how next generation is digitally engaging socially rather than just looking on feeds, right? And then at the center of all this, we do this through creation. So why is creation psychologically important, relevant? Why did you describe the act of creation, MC? What does this make you feel?
So I think that creation is something that it's better than you just taking a picture of something that is not yours and like it's a good picture. I love taking pictures, but it's not something that is mine. I take pictures of, skyscrapers and the street and everything, and I post them on Instagram, but I'm just showing that I've been there. So on Viri, I just, took a picture of, I don't know, a book and a candy that I have on my shelf, and then just merge it all together. And it's something that is mine, that I have, that it's on my, day-to-day life. So I would say that this is a better way to engage, because you're not showing something that is not yours, and you've, been there or ate that, or, live that, but something that you're living in. Does it make sense? Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
absolutely.
something that is just momentaneous, but it's something that it's yours.
So basically, you're saying that the act of you creating something, and that creation, which is also creative, right? So the creation
Mhm.
is creative, right? That makes you, that gives you and provides you a feeling that you have maybe accomplished something. Maybe
Exactly.
you have contributed in a valuable way. Is this how does that feel? What are your thoughts there?
Exactly. Like, it's exactly that, the accomplishing something. It's
Okay.
not just you being somewhere. It's you doing
Okay.
something.
All right, all right. So you're saying that accomplishing something, maybe also creating something, and you mentioned also goofy and cool. So maybe creating something in a creative
Mhm.
way provides a feeling of. Want to finish the sentence? Provides a feeling of.
Um, Let me see. A feeling of freedom, actually. Like, you
Why?
do what you have.
Okay, okay, okay. And so that accomplishment, which by the way, the creation of what we do obviously here for new listener, right? So what you create there is what we call a digital graffiti, and we have coined this digital graffiti as an xfidi, right? It's a what once was a picture, a video. Now you're basically creating a 3D asset that you can create with others in through quests, right? And you collect assets, and then the creation of it lives on top of campus. So again, you with others are part of quests. Those quests are contextually and geolocated, and then you're basically placed on top of the real world on campus. And the purpose of that is for others to discover. And MC mentioned it. You discover those, and then you can interact with those, either physical when you are there at the location in real life, so you go out, so it's not just the digital part, right? Or digital, right? So someone is physically there with the digital part, right? Why do you think that form of interaction, communication with something that around something that you have created is, I mean, how relevant is this, MC? What can you share here? Why is this more
Um,
relevant in your post?
like, the whole thing, not just Furia. I feel like this interaction are of the physical and digital, the digital way. I believe that it would, be an amazing way to facilitate things that are already easy. It's going to be more facilitated. Like, you can study gaming, talking, everything that we have now, but improved. So Viri comes in on the talking part, on, making friends part. It's going to be easier, because you don't have to be there. You just have to do something, and people who
Mm.
think like you, or, have the same humor as you, are going to see that, and say, oh, this girl is, someone I would like to talk to.
All
Does it
right,
make
all right.
sense?
So you're saying that because you're creating something within the quest with others, you are not having this feeling of kind of being forced to communicate with others, but you are there with
Exactly.
others. You do something with
Exactly.
others, and that is the actual moment, the circumstance that allows you to start building a relationship with others, right?
Exactly,
All
exactly.
right.
Like, I'm not just, agreeing with someone in a comment section. I am, doing something for myself, and they are doing something for themselves, and then we just, match. I don't know.
Yeah, based on affinity, right? So you created something. The something that you create has an affinity, and then you have a similarity slash a recommendation of those who are similar to you, and you can engage with. Would you say that meeting nowadays without a technology face to face with someone you don't know creates a certain level of a certain level of shyness, a certain level of
Yes,
anxiety. Oh, yes.
yes,
Uh,
totally. Like after the pandemic, I believe that this changed it. I don't know for all, but for me, it changed it a lot. Like
wow, and that
I've
comes
been feeling like
from a
a decentralized.
Brazilian person, MC. That means
Exactly,
a lot.
exactly. Like I've been living like a decentralized but centralized life. Does it make
All
sense?
right, all right,
It's
okay.
two
So
and one.
okay, okay. So and so would you say that technology such as vyry that allow you to lessen and reduce this fear, this anxiety to formally meet someone through playful
Mhm.
engagement is something of value, MC?
Yes, like I'm gonna explain that I am I have so much anxiety that I don't even call people to ask for a pizza.
Oh
My
wow.
mom needs to do that because I don't like calling people. So
Wow,
you
okay.
know,
Okay,
I,
okay,
I hate calling people, and
okay.
even more people who I don't know, and it doesn't make sense because they're not seeing my face. They don't know who I am, but I'm still afraid of it.
No,
So
wow.
I believe that this would change my how can I say this, like my routine of, I don't know, being skeptical about doing some stuff that don't make sense, you know.
Yeah, double click on that, please, for the audience. So physical digital integration is what we do, right? So you're on campus, you can through quests collaborate and meet like-minded peers in a very genuine way, in a playful way, right? Without having the burden and the complexity of meeting formally, but you do it through expressing your creativity, right? And then the result of it is the creation. So I keep on kind of putting together what you are throwing out, right, and defining also here for the audience maybe who tune in the first time, right? So how would you say that a physical digital world, meaning a world that is right now as we know it today physical, right, but has a layer of playful engagement that
Mhm.
you can access right now from mobile phone, right, with vyry, soon with smart glasses, once we are in that point 2 3 years down the road, right, maybe. And so how do you think that will impact, transform, add value to your daily routine life, and see?
Actually, I think that it would make me more connected to, you know, like right now I'm really, you know, addicted. I don't know if this is the word, to, you know, social media like Instagram or TikTok. I am, you know, all day I have something and then I just get my phone and I forget what I was about to do, and then I enter TikTok and then I see like 10 videos. This is something that is normal here. So um I believe that this would change the way I do stuff, but also make me more connected, but not with all of the bad sides, you know.
Mhm.
So I would be there, I would do something, but it was not going to be something just for me. It was going to be something that other people would see, and they would not, you know, I don't know, judge me or, you know, talk wrong about it, but people would see it, and who don't like would just, you know, pretend they didn't see it, and the people who do like, they're going to be, you know, more close to what I do. And
Mm.
this would make me, you know, match to the mind like it people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, all right. That is very, very valuable here. Thanks for sharing this. Maybe a last question before I let you go. What specific aspects of digital as with the vyry app, right, resonates profoundly with you? You have mentioned a lot already, right? But what was the one thing that it really has made you such a valuable co-conspirator, early adopters, ideators of vyry and the objective of a new way of fostering community? What's the one thing here that you would share with the
So
audience?
I have the very actually digital website open. So I'm gonna quote what I really like from the manifesto. That is, um, for next gen to inhabit the internet, to live surrounded by and not swipe through, a novel way to socialize with like-minded people, to create the unimaginable and to discover the unseen. I believe that this quote already answers the question, but I'll explain it better. Because as a girl in social media, I've grown up, comparing to people, as I've already said, and thinking that their lives were perfect and that I was the only one who didn't have it all like that. But after, a lot of understanding myself, I got to the point that this is just the basic of what internet does to your mind. And I like to think of digital and vyry as an escape to the, comparing and invite to the level yourself to those, perfect life people.
Okay,
Instead of
so
having them, above you, we're going to have them on your eye level.
okay, so instead of basically you having an ongoing comparison, now through having a more creative way, a collaborative way, now you become almost partners in doing something, right? And
Exactly. Like, I'm not just seeing what you do, but I'm doing it with you.
that is beautiful, MC. I never had that reflection. Thank you so much for sharing. And with that, another episode of Student Voice today with MC. Thank you so much for your genuinity. Thank you so much for your contribution, MC. You know what? High five here. 1, 3, 2, 1. Boom. I'll see you in the very world. And thank you so much, guys. Stay tuned. Bye bye.